My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. I worked there a decade, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channels. My average YouTube is about 3 minutes. I get in and out. You can't take much longer of this beautiful face that I have in my M&M man. So today I'm going to talk to you about, if you've never filed a return, how do you reconstruct your tax return? So as a former IRS agent, when I was there back in the day, I would have to go out and do just that. I would have to prepare tax returns under 6020A of the code, which means or 6020A or B. B is when the IRS looks at the information and they send them in to assess. The 668A is when I've prepared the return, an unaudited return, and given it to the client or the taxpayer, and they've submitted. So I have many people that have come in and they have no idea. Some of them have to file 3 years, some of them have to file 6. So, what do you do? The first thing you really should do is you should contact at least an advisor or someone that you trust, myself, whoever, and say, hey, how many returns should I do? Sometimes I prepare 3 years returns on no asset cases. On cases that have assets, I'll have 6 years prepared. So how do you reconstruct a return? You should know that IRS has a wage and income transcript on you. That is, they have all your W-2s and 1099s. You can simply call the Internal Revenue Service. But what happens if you're self-employed and you didn't get any 1099s? There's a very simple way to go ahead and do this, and that's just to sit down every year for 1 month. 1 month, pick 1 month. Let's say you're picking the month of March. Figure out where you lived, figure out what your rent was, and you can pretty much calculate that your rent or your mortgage was around 28% to 33% of your total income. You can go ahead and triple that, and you can find out pretty much how you made. If you have credit card statements, you can look at things bought, look at purchases. So there's ways to do that. But if you just take 1 month and put together all your expenses for 1 month and multiply it times 12, you're going to get a pretty close number. There's a lot of ways that you can obtain that number, but the closest is just to do what I say. Order an IRS transcript, wage and income transcript. If nothing's available, just every month for 1 year, just take what your average expenses are or multiply them by 12. If you do have bank statements, it's going to be very easy to find out. You just got to find out what your total deposits are, and you're going to know what probably your income is. That doesn't necessarily mean that's all income, but it's going to let you know what you put in the bank. So as a former IRS agent, what things I would look at, I would look to bank statements, I look to credit reports, I look to your cost of living, and I would take a recent financial statement and see what things changed over the last 6 years. So that's just a real good ballpark. Make sure you get your tax return filed. If you have any trouble, you know where to get me. Thank you.